copy the link and send it to somebody? Because I know somebody wants to come in and listen.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give that a try here real quick.
I decided to do something a little bit different. I relocated outside. I'm sitting out here on the back side of the house towards the wood line here.
Well, if we see you kind of disappear real quick, we'll know what happened.
We'll know. We'll get a hold of somebody. I don't know.
We'll call help.
All right.
Make it interesting.
I want to welcome everybody to the Seekers podcast. We're waiting on Neil to get on here. He had a bunch of stuff he was wanting to share, and he did a live video the other night. But I'm Wendell Hurricane Burris, and this is the Seekers podcast, where we're seeking answers to the cryptic questions. It don't have to be just about Bigfoot, but we specialize in Bigfoot. A lot of us do here. And I'll just go around the screen here and let everybody introduce yourself. Barry, you want to go on?
I'm Barry Preston Robinson up in north central Kentucky. Howdy, everybody. God bless you. Hope everybody's having a good day, a good night. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad having you. We're always excited to talk to our guests here and then things going on around the country. Next is Dale. You want to go on?
Yeah, I'm Dale Bullock. I'm from Heber Springs, Arkansas. I'm with Arkansas Bigfoot Cartel. I run around Wendell quite a bit. I'm happy to be here. Happy that you're up and running, Barry. I know you've had some problems lately. Just y'all got any questions, just go ahead and ask them. That's all I can say.
All right.
Yeah, I'm BC Davis. I'm BC Davis. I'm here in White County, Arkansas, and I'm mostly focusing around the Ball Knob area, Hurricane Lake, wildlife management area, and pretty much northeast Arkansas.
And I forgot to mention, I'm more of the central area here and around Conway, between Conway and Clinton, and over to the National Forest at Cleveland. We do a lot of investigations along the Catherine Creek, and we've determined over the years and stuff that they use that as a corridor to travel south and north and move around that way. And we have the one main power line here that goes from it's kind of southeast to northwest. They use that for traveling too. Anybody got anything that's happened in their area recently they want to talk about?
I think it's just been too blamed hot for them here.
Yeah, it's hot.
I think they're hiding in a cave all day long.
Yep.
Haven't seen a word or heard nothing, saw nothing.
I've been too busy.
Yeah, I understand with your mom being sick and everything. As we said off camera here, we've been praying for her, and everybody out there continue to pray for her. And
I appreciate it.
I'm the same way. I ain't heard no reports or nothing going on. It's just a hot around. It's supposed to be getting even hotter this week, up into the hundreds every day.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was right up around it here this week. I think it's actually supposed to drop back down a little bit in the high mid 80s next few days.
Well, we don't have to act with mid 80s. It was I looked this afternoon. I went out to do a little work outside, and hey, Hagen, how you doing? But I went outside, and I come back in. I think, man, I'll check the little national weather forecast thing on my computer, and it said it was 99 degrees with 41% humidity. I was like, no, I don't need to be out today. It's too hot.
No. I don't know if it's my age getting to me or what, but this humidity's killing me this year more than it ever has. I feel like a fish out of the water.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's what it's like here. The humidity, you could suck the water out of the air with a straw. We got a comment there.
That's Neil down there.
Yeah, he put an M on his name, Millhole, instead of Neilhole. But anyway, he says his laptop's done crashed. Well, if you can get on, Neil, that'd be fine. If you can't, we'll cover for you. I wish you'd get on, be able to get on and tell about all that you found up around Redding and all that was interesting stuff. If you're a member of the Arkansas Bigfoot cartel, you can go on there and see he had left his camera up all last night and it was live. So I heard a few things and then I fell asleep. So, but you should be able to play it for the whole time and duration, be able to listen and let us know if you hear anything or see anything.
I didn't know there was a full thing up there like that all night long. I was watching him walk.
Yeah, that was the videos beforehand. Well, then he walked out there and set the phone down. It stayed there all night and didn't go dead either. He said it was still recording this morning.
Wow.
That's amazing. My phone wasn't the last few hours.
Well, I got this little thing right here. That is a lifesaver, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can just leave my phone running, do whatever I want, plug this thing in, and this thing will last all day long. Just no problem.
Is that one of them magnetic chargers or something?
No, it's just a power pack that you charge up, and it'll charge your phone up like 3 or 4 times. So it's kind of nice. I take it when I'm traveling and stuff, and I just plug my phone in that so it doesn't ever go dead when I'm out on the road somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I was mistaken. I know he went back out there this morning, but he said he only recorded 2 hours long. So that's more like it. Yeah. BC keeps popping in and out. Oh, he's back again.
Nothing else where I'm sitting at, I might get to see my pet raccoon. I've got a raccoon that will literally come right up and eat with the farm cat.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. Follows it around the yard and everything.
I kind of hope we see those lights come on behind you out there somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're off to the side of me tonight. It's still pretty light out here. They probably wouldn't come on yet.
Yeah.
Give it about half an hour or so.
Yeah, you're ahead of us. It's still pretty daylight here, but your time should be dark already. All right at it.
Sun's setting. It ain't quite. It's pre-dark or whatever you want to call it. It's set, but it ain't dark yet.
Yeah.
Dusk or whatever you want to call it.
Well, I seen that you had some reports there, BC. Is it anything that you want to bring up or discuss? You messaged me earlier today, and I read it, and then my phone's been crazy all day. I ain't been able to get on.
The gal that reported that to me is wanting to come on here. I don't know if the link, if she's in here or not yet, listening to us. I sent her a copy. I mean, I did a share on the link. I don't know if she got it or not, or if it's working or not.
It should be. The link I sent you sent her, or the one off the cartel page?
The one off this page.
Yeah, she ain't in here yet, or it would pop up and show me that she's here listening or backstage where I can move her in, but she ain't yet. I mean, I don't have to move her in. She can hear everything that we talk about it if I don't add her, but if she wants to, I could.
I'd like to hear that. I hope she gets in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be interested in this. I mean, like I said, she's had a sighting, so down there around not far from where we were.
Uh-oh.
Got a uh-oh.
That sounds like a knock.
Huh.
Pretty good. Neighbors' dogs are barking at something over the hill. Oh, well.
There'll be more if it is. That's what happened that night that I was sitting out there and I heard them then rustling down by the creek, and then it come right up by me. I don't know. It was as big as I was when it took off. So,
have you been back down there since, Wendell?
I have not. I have not.
Well, anytime you get ready to go down there, you give me a holler. I'll come down there. I'm not doing that.
All right. I ain't really got to get out and do anything. I wanted to get back over to BC's this month, but they got us back to working 5 and 6 days now. We're getting ready for Christmas. You know, where I work, it's Christmas season there, so I ain't had time to do much of nothing. Looking ahead to the fall season, I want to bring up and let everybody know here in Central Arkansas, we're going to be at the Arkansas Bigfoot Conference October 14th. It's in Enola, Arkansas. Me and Dale is going to be kind of tag teaming one of the speaker spots and tell all about the Arkansas Bigfoot Cartel, the Falkor Bigfoot investigations and how it all got started, and pass out cards and information how to get a hold of us, and if you have a sighting, and how we encourage all the Bigfoot groups and teams to actually work together. A lot of people say it's like, no, this is my area, I don't want nobody in. That's not good. To prove that Bigfoot exists, we need to work together on all this. Each team kind of has their own abilities. Besides each member, certain groups have more equipment of this kind, or another group has this kind of equipment. If we work together and pooled our research, we could get this Bigfoot topic and other cryptids brought out front and not like it's a taboo subject and everything. We were doing real research here, and there's something going on. Anybody with their eyes and ears and a mind can figure out this. There's something doing all this, even with the photos and tracks and things we've seen. It's just the next step to prove it to where the scientists will accept it.
Yeah,
I agree.
And again, we've run into it in the past where, we've scheduled a investigation somewhere, and we might have a kind of a hodgepodge group of about 4 people. We can finally put together a team with everybody, and get 3 or 4 or 5 teams together. We can have a pretty good investigation.
Yeah, that's my only problem. I pretty much am the team.
Yeah.
Well, we should
Team Barry.
What's that?
There.
Team Barry.
Team Barry.
Mom helps what she can, but
and we've all been there, and that's how we all started. And luckily, we just run into each other and are able to. Well, if you like doing this, and then I do, what's your talents, and we just pull them and try to work together. Neil says he's printing off flyers and going to talk to some people in my area to hopefully open up soon. Maybe we'll have some of them on here, just like Barry's got this one. Maybe she'll come on here in a little bit.
Before I
she's
forget,
finishing up a few things.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My apologies. I think she's finishing up a few things, and I mentioned to her about coming out on investigations, and she's all for that. So,
awesome.
Yeah, more the merrier.
What I was going to say before I forget, y'all know Barry Webster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one of the groups where his brother passed away.
Oh
no.
No, the brother he's always talking about?
I'm not sure. It just said his brother.
Oh, man. Well, either way, whichever brother, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, bad deal.
Yeah.
That's
so I'll be praying for him too.
I'll be praying. You never know. My one of the right-hand guys here at the haunted house that I run and everything, his son got killed on a motorcycle last night. I've been praying for him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the Hickman family. You never know. He was 21, a hit and run. Now, as far as I know, they still hadn't found the other vehicle.
Man, that's a shame.
That's the sad part about something like that.
No, live each day like it's your last, and enjoy it, and respect it. I mean, It's a gift.
Well, we're not guaranteed our next breath, let alone tomorrow.
That's right. Talking about breath, that leads us right into the subject we was talking beforehand about all the humidity and everything. It's rough on us. Like I said, I don't know if it's my age I'm getting there, if the humidity's higher this year or what, but it's hard to breathe when you're out and about and doing stuff. What effects y'all think it has on the Bigfoot population? I know they're a little bit more physical because they walk everywhere and do everything, so it probably affects them less. But it's got to affect them somehow. What's your thoughts, Barry?
Well, you hear a lot of reports that the breathing sounds like somebody with asthma or bronchitis or something. The humidity could cause that.
Mm-hmm.
You hear they got that kind of gurgling, wheezing type breathing.
Yep.
And being as heavy and as hair covered as they are, I mean, heat and humidity probably worse on them than it is on us.
Yep. I definitely know about the hair covered. Only way at work, we're around boiling water where I work at, and here it's hot anyway inside a metal building. I gotta soak this all down with ice water to where I'll stay cool. That's the only way I can do it. So you hear reports, they seem to get more and more when it is hot weather or fishing weather, people running up like to check their trot lines or whatever and run up on one coming up out of the water and scaring them. That may be possibly some of the reason, trying to stay cool and be at the creek activities. That's how they did it before air conditioner in the 30s. You'd load up in the morning when it get hot and you go to the creek. So
I think there's a report on the BFRO website that came right up there at Sycamore where a guy and his son saw one coming up out of that big pool down there.
Yeah, that ain't too far from the area where Mike's area is up there too, and not real far from our area. The southern
we go to,
it's about halfway in between both of them. So you brought up a point there, Dale. You about to talk about it. You said something about caves they might be in during the heat.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I think they're just like we are, looking for someplace cool. And a lot of them caves, even right up there on the mountain, some of them caves feel like it's 20, 30 degrees cooler when you're inside that thing just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're opportunistic. They're going to use what they can. What's your thoughts, BC, about you're down in the bottomlands? What do they do down there? About the water, maybe?
Yeah, water, but there's caves not, for them anyway, wouldn't be that far away, just up in the hills, because we're right where I'm at's right where the Delta meets the Ozarks.
Right.
So I can see them staying underwater. I can see them going up in the caves. Either or both.
Yeah, I'm sure they do both.
I wondered about that. You hear people talking about the stench and the smell and everything. In times of the year like this, they may have actually use mud or something on them, just kind of insulate them from the sun.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Mud might smell like swamp water or something,
Yeah.
I wish I could turn this camera around. Y'all thought I was joking about the pet raccoon? He's not 5 foot from me.
Huh.
Eating cat food.
He come out to say hi.
He ain't got no fear, I'll tell you that.
Well, what do you plan on talking about at the conference in October?
We're gonna bring out our casts that we found over the year. Dale said he's going to bring them. We're going to have different memorabilia there that for people. We're going to pass out our card where we got our phone numbers and stuff. I'm going to try to have one for each area, and I was going to talk to you about if it's all right to put your phone number on there. Man, Dale just filled up my comment section over here.
Yeah, but you can do that, Wendell.
And that way there'll be like 4 or 5, kind of one from all over the state around that they could contact, and at least one representative get out there and check stuff, and then call us if they need help. So that's one thing we're going to do. The other topics and stuff is that we're slated to say is about all the different activities that we've had, encounters, not per se just what area, but what's happened during them encounters that people can expect while they're out there, if they're in different degrees, if they're actually right in ground zero of an active area, to where if they're just investigating to see if there's Bigfoot around, because a lot of stuff you run into different things that's happening and what to look for, because everybody when you're walking through wouldn't notice a lot of stuff that we notice, and we have like 4 different. Dale's our best tracking guy, and Clint, he notices different stuff, but we all work together and point it out. And I never would have thought of that. So as these people are out and wanting to get into Bigfoot, we're going to discuss what to be looking for at the conference.
We need to get hats made. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Arkansas Bigfoot Cartel.
Yeah. I can do it. Yeah.
Speaking of hats, 1 second. Go ahead. It'll take me a minute to get it.
All right. But yeah, that's see if I can pull up all the information here, and I'll just read it. Let's see. It says 2023 Arkansas Bigfoot Conference, Saturday, October 14th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. One of the speakers is D.W. Lee. He's from the Mid-America Bigfoot Research Center. Michael Mays, North American Wood Ape Convention Conservancy. Me, Wendell Burris, Arkansas Bigfoot Cartel. Lauren Smith she's from the Night Crawlers Bigfoot Radio podcast. I listen to a lot of her stuff. Jim Whitehead, and he's from the Mid-America Bigfoot Research Center. Dale Bullock, he's with the Arkansas Bigfoot Cartel, and Robert Swain is with he's the one over the Arkansas Primate Evidence Society. I'll see if I can get this posted here too. I did it last time. I don't know if I can figure it out this time. There we go. Let's see. Share screen. Share screen.
Can y'all read that?
Yeah. I had to put my glasses on. That's pretty cool. I like that. Life delivered in the pursuit of Sasquatch.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll get us some hats made like that. That's pretty good, Barry.
I got that from Bobo at one of the conventions here in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. There's the flyer for the one in October. We're also going to be down and around the Mena area in September. We ain't speaking or nothing, but we're going to be down there and check the conference out at the Mena area. It's September 22nd and 23rd, and then I'm hoping to do a scouting trip while we're down there if I can get a hold of Joe Jordan, and he's in on his truck that time. We got to coordinate everything and do a scouting trip there in South Arkansas. Maybe plan a future investigation down there. All right.
One of your speakers there, the one for the North American wood ape, I'm reading his book right now, Valley of the Apes, with research in Area X. One of the better books I've read on the subject in a long time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll have to check it out. Neil says he's bringing his cast, too. He's got some pretty good ones that he's made over there while we was over there. See his next comment here. Let's see. He wants his lined or made with tinfoil. Well, that could. Our last few investigations over there, I can see why.
You think they won't be able to track you that way, Neil?
Neil says he's going to Mena too that day.
Well, there was a good crowd down there then. I'm planning on going to it.
Clint said he's planning on it, but it all depends on finances. Then that's all of us. But yeah, I'm planning on it. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see some of them down there that I hadn't seen for a while. I know Crypto Hulk Stewart's going to be down there. I hadn't talked to him in several years. He's one of the Texarkana Bigfoot people and has been on a lot of shows and comments. So I look forward to talking to him.
Yeah.
Neil says he's got a book from D.W. Lee. It's his reporter book.
Don't they have something in Little Rock once a year? I think it covers cryptids, but it also covers like UFOs and paranormal stuff. I cannot remember the name of that, but it seems like they have.
It's in first part of October, but it also has the Comic-Con and everything there. It's a little
okay. I was going to say it wouldn't be a cryptic con, would it?
Yeah.
That's what we have here in Kentucky.
Okay.
You're a mess, Neil.
Yeah, he is. Maybe it will help, Neil. Maybe it will. He's going to be out there at our table too and everything. He's going to bring several stuff and be helping hand out our flyers and stuff. So that'd be cool. Well, it must be going to rain here. I see lightning off in the distance. It finally got dark enough. It's a bunch of lightning out to the west.
Again?
Yeah. I just looking out the window and boy, this is sparking up a storm.
There was some headed towards us last night. It fizzled out just when it got here.
Huh.
Went just north of us. Got a little bit of hail there for a bit. I was kind of worried about that. A lot of wind.
Oh, yeah?
It was Thursday night. We had one of the worst storms I've ever seen here. You talking about rain and lightning and hail, wind. I was here at the house taking care of the dogs before I went back to the hospital with Mom. And like Dale was saying, I parked the truck probably not 30 feet from the kitchen door. First time I went out, by the time I got to the truck, jacket, clothes and all, shoes, I was soaked to the bone. I had to turn around and go change clothes. and then wait for it to slack off and run like you know what back to the truck. And we sit up there in the hospital, lights flickered and everything else. One of the worst wind and rain and lightning storms I ever seen in my life.
Well, we're lucky that we have a shelters to get in. Now, like we said, Bigfoot has caves, but a lot of times they get trapped right out in it, and they may have their stick structures that they've built or nests that they've built. But a lot of it, they're exposed to the weather year round at different times.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're a bit more hardy than we are.
Well, I've always wondered. I've always heard it. I don't know if it's true. I've heard it all my life. Fur attracts lightning on dogs, cats. Well,
That's
I
what I've heard all of my life too, and possibly
well,
could be with the
ain't too many things got more than Sasquatch. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're covered. The majority.
that's what I always wondered about that. As far as people, why don't we find the body? I always said it'll happen by complete and utter chance. You want to get struck by lightning, fall in a river, float down and wash up right in the middle of downtown Illinois or something. Or get hit by a logging truck up north somewhere. Be sticking out of the grill when he pulls into a truck stop. Something like that. Or you have a Boy Scout troop out camping and find one or something. It's absolute, complete, utter luck.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised it ain't already happened.
I was going to say the log truck deal has happened. I heard a first-hand account of the guy, and the same thing happened when they got there and called the authorities. They first thought it was a human that was stuck in there, and then afterwards the feds showed up, and it was back to nothing really happened. He seen them pull the body out of his truck and everything, and then they informed him that it was nothing. So
when are we ever going to get a investigation going up around Neil's area? Remember there, or not an investigation, but some kind of a meet and greet public thing.
I asked him about it, and we was kind of going to do that during that next project deal, but it fell through that you was gone, and I was the only one going to get to go up there, so we canceled that to this fall. But yeah, maybe he can be working on that. Woohoo! Yeah.
I didn't come out here completely unprepared.
Yeah. But maybe he'll comment on that, and maybe we can get a town hall meeting there when we go up there this fall for an investigation. Me and him's working on kind of just a weekend deal before we actually do any big investigations in December, maybe November. Go up there and maybe he can schedule that then. And I told him I'd probably bring
everybody and their grandma up there has a Bigfoot statue in their yard. There's got to be a lot of sightings up there. Got to be.
The deal with it is he's the one going to rent the cabin. I told him we'd help or whatever, but he's going to rent a cabin and it sleeps like 6 people, and he was wanting us to come up in November, and I talked to him about 2 weeks ago about that, and they ain't got a definite answer yet or whatever, but he was planning on working on that, and we can tie that in as a meet and greet weekend. Maybe he can get somewhere where we can talk with people, even if it's at a restaurant or wherever. But yeah,
I really think that'd open up a lot of opportunities up in there. We had a town hall and let just regular people come in and talk, share their experiences.
He commented on that just like I did. It says right now everyone was tied up. Yeah, that's what I said. That weekend, the Knicks project deal was everybody but me was tied up and couldn't go. We'll try to redo that sometime in November. And like I said, just me and Dale and maybe just a few of us come up there, and then we'll go and talk to everybody in that you can line up for us to talk to, Neil.
Yeah, I was trying to get back to that.
There you go.
I got run off the freeway by a semi truck in the middle of the median. Broke the front shock of my truck trying to get back on the highway. What a ride!
Yeah, I remember that. He just messaged. He says the roads to the cabins that he was planning on renting are down. There's a landslide there now.
No.
Imagine that. Right where he said it was several Bigfoot activity, and a lot of neighbors there was possibly we could talk to and everything, and then there now a landslide happened there.
That's kind of like up here in land between the lakes. I saw somebody posted in one of the groups. There's a cemetery back in there somewhere that families are supposed to have access to at all times because their ancestors are buried there. Well, apparently there was some kind of animal attack, and the roads in and out of that area are closed down now. And they're trying to say it was a mountain lion or a bear or whatever, but this public area is shut off. Yeah. Of course, land between the lakes is
I wouldn't want to go there anyway.
That's right, yeah.
Yep, Leslie had Clint with all of his weapons. I wouldn't go in there for anybody.
Yeah, that's true. I got a friend that goes in there. He may be watching. His Facebook post is Griff Shanks. He goes by Mike Shanks. Mm-hmm. But he goes into all them areas and everything. Usually by himself too. He's been in some bad situations. Let's see. Oh,
like you said, you couldn't get me down there for love or money.
Neil says he's using them flyers he's printing off for the Bigfoot conference is kind of like an icebreaker, being able to talk to local people better.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's one thing. It's hard to just break out and ask, anybody had any encounters or whatever. Usually, most of the time, my stickers in my windows is what has opened the doors more than anything, because they come up and you say, "You believe in that Bigfoot subject and things?" I said, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, don't you?" And they said, "Well, I don't know, but I did have this one thing happen one time." I said, "Well, yeah, tell me about it." That usually gets the conversation started. It's rough.
People stop me and ask me about mine too in the truck window.
Yeah,
stop for gas.
I've had that happen a couple times.
So that's one good way to start the conversation. And it'll be good at like a convention like this. People's interested or they've had an encounter and they're coming there seeking answers. And that'd be a good time for us to pass out our flyers and cards and get her name and contacts out there more and more.
I went to the doctor the other day. Had to go up. I've been having some kind of breathing problems too. And they thought maybe I had something wrong with my lungs real bad. I went up there and the nurse, I couldn't see my regular doctor. I had to see the new woman nurse that's up there. And she's like looking at me. She said, "Man, you look familiar. Man, you look familiar." And I say, I don't know, so the nurse got done and the doctor runs back in there. She got her smartphone. She goes, "You're that guy." She had one of our podcasts up. I said, "Yeah, I'm that guy right there." That was cool. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got tickled about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, it ain't fair. All the doctors and nurses Mom saw, and ain't one of them recognized me.
Well, maybe they will now. You get more and more out there. Maybe you'll have more opportunities to get encounters too from somebody.
I've been wearing my shirts and stuff too. Dale's just doing something right. I ain't.
Oh,
His nurse recognized him.
That was funny that she was actually watching one of our podcasts on YouTube on her smartphone. You're
cool.
that guy. I think, yeah, that's me. All right.
You heard anything besides Bigfoot topics over your way, BC?
Nothing. I mean, it's just been dead. I haven't heard anything from anybody, and I know people that live in areas that's had activity, and I check in with them, and they're not hearing anything. Just too dang hot, I'm guessing.
Too hot, and I don't know. It's just this time of year, it seems. And we had all that activity out to the west here for a week there. We even got the telescope out and looked at it, that light thing that flew around. I never did find out anybody know what it was. And you could look through the telescope at it and it'd bring it up, and it was just like a ball. And no matter how close you got it brought up, you could tell it's probably, I don't know, maybe 20 miles at the most away, but it just looked like a ball. And it wouldn't move. It just moved up and down in a straight line, up and down for about 2 hours every night, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, I tried to get one of the pictures and bring out some more detail, and I worked and I couldn't get anything better. It was like a ball.
It just looked like a ball. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like somebody one person had an idea it was any kind of fair or anything out that way. Not that time of year that I know of, that might have had like a hot air balloon tethered that was going up and down with rides and whatever. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, but it was weird. It happened for about every other night for 2 weeks, so I had plenty of time to look at it, but we just never did figure out what it was. Y'all got any Bigfoot conferences or anything coming up in your area, Barry?
We got that cryptic con coming up in November, I think it is, in Lexington.
November.
Isn't there an Ozark conference coming on here pretty soon? Or is that the one in Mena?
I seen that, and I was thinking it's the one in Mena, but now that you say it, it may not be.
I can't remember seeing anything about Mena on there. I couldn't remember.
Trying to see if I can pull it up. Yeah, here it is. The Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference. It's in Missouri.
No. That's not too far away.
Trying to see exactly where in Missouri.
I mean, I'm only a couple hours away from the Missouri border from where I'm at. Probably closer to Neil's area.
Yeah. Definitely is for Marcus. He said he was going to be on here tonight, but he ain't here.
How's married life treating you?
As far as I know, last I talked to him, pretty good. So
you're fixing this damn water that's coming with it.
Well, I was trying to post it like I did before. I can see it here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I finally got it. All right. Ozark Mountain Bigfoot conference, October
County
8th.
Outside.
Oh, that says
Ozark,
2022.
Missouri. Oh, that's
That's an old one.
2022. I'll be darned. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. Unless they're redoing it or something, but that's the flyer I seen got posted too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to do more research and see, but BC's back. There we go.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
That happens. Let's see. Neil's posted a bunch of stuff here. Let's see. All right. Says the Ozark, Missouri, and same for him. Just a few hours. But like I said, I'll have to do more research. I'm sure that's the flyer I seen though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I didn't notice it said 22 on it.
Oh no. Here we go. Now I got the right one. Someone sent it to me, and I'm like, okay. Someone was listening to us.
Oh yeah, that's the one I saw right there.
September 16th, 2023.
Well, that's 16th, and we got ours on the one that meeting 2023.
Yeah, 23rd. And then ours are 14th. Yeah, my schedule's too full to make all of them. But that's interesting. That's close. I'd like to be able to go to it, but we'll just have to see. Probably not. But anyway, it's good.
I'm kind of free right now, so I can just kind of go to whatever I want.
Yeah. So at least you know about it now, and it'd be good if you do go to represent us there. And I'll try to have I know I'll have all our cards and information made by then, so I can get you some of them if you can go to it. Just let me know.
Okay, I will.
I woke Bo Stevens up.
Uh-oh.
It's me.
He's like, there's an intruder here. No, it's you.
Yep. He don't like to be disturbed when he's getting his beauty sleep.
Barry, you kind of remind me of that Blair Witch Project.
Kind of spooky at times, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Got a question. What happened to your glasses? I see on there.
Who, me?
Yeah.
A little screw come out of the side of them. I ain't been able to get to Walmart to get them repaired. Happened yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know what was going on there.
I can almost see better without them than I can with them anyway.
That's something I would do, though. Tape it together and go on.
Yeah, like I said, but works in a pinch.
Mm.
I'm at that stage that I can see fine except for small writing. And then I have to hold it out like an arm's length. If it's too close or too far away, I can't see it.
That's me. That's why I keep mine right here. They're the same color as my shirt, so you couldn't see them, but they ain't very far away. My arms just don't get long enough no more.
Yep. Father Time, it's one fight, ain't none of us gonna win.
Yep. Well, y'all got any other topics y'all want to talk about, or anything that's pressing that you've heard of, or anything?
I did see one video from the Kentucky BFRO. It's Charlie Raymond or Richmond Raymond, I think, where he thought he got hit by infrasound because he heard a loud pop sound like rock. It was right in his ear, but the people with him didn't hear it, and the audio recorder barely picked it up. He said he wondered if it wasn't infrasound.
Possible. I never heard of anybody comment on it that way or whatever. Out of the people I've known that's got hit by infrasound, it's mainly they just started feeling sick first of all and shaking.
Yeah, it's a lot of times out of our range of hearing anyway, and I've never heard anybody say they heard it.
Yeah. Only time I ever thought I might have got hit by it, and I ain't even told Mom about this because it'd freak her out to the point she wouldn't want me to go outside the house ever again. I was out checking cameras and doing wood knocks and all that. And it was late afternoon, summertime. And to this day, I don't know if I got hit by infrasound or if I almost had a heat stroke. But I went to start hiking home. About 15 minutes later, I look up and I'm headed right in the wrong direction. I mean, dead opposite direction of where I thought I was going. And this is my property that I know like the back of my hand. I was getting ready to cross over onto a neighbor's property where the big ravine and ledge is at. And I kind of shook my head and looked around and got pointed back the right way. But I hiked a good 15, 20 minutes in dead opposite direction without realizing. I always wondered if I didn't get hit that time.
That sounds like some of the experiences. Yeah, you get disoriented completely. You may go in the wrong direction. Feel sick, dizzy some of the times. Miss time. That's just weird too. That I've heard that short periods of time they're like they're been in one spot, and when they come to themselves, they're still walking and everything, but they realize that hey, this ain't where I was.
Yeah. What's kind of strange about that? That all ties into UFOs.
Yeah.
Abductions and all that. The missing time and.
Kind of correlates. Yeah. Neil's one of them. He says, I've been through that. Yeah, we've had long discussions about that. And me and Marcus definitely had a long discussion. And Neil helped him because Neil had his experience first before Marcus did. It was probably a week for Marcus before he got, I won't say almost, he's never been normal, but back to himself. So,
well, you know, like last time we went up there to, oh gosh, that night when you were carrying that big old heavy gun around for old what's his name that day,
Robert, yeah.
You know that night, I never been that tired before. You know, I went sleep in my truck. I could not stay awake any longer. I was just like something drained me. And and I always wondered about that. Maybe I got hit with something or when we was up there. And it was just crazy
definitely
thing.
In that back area there because
I was just fine all day long. I was just fine all day long. I came back to camp and I was just all of a sudden just totally exhausted. I couldn't go anywhere. I just climbed my truck and went to sleep. Hell, had a whole bunch of stuff happen afterwards, and I was sound asleep and missed all of it.
Neil says it's hard to shake. It definitely was for Marcus, and Marcus was, especially then, was one of the gung-ho guys that, well, there's something out there, I'm going to it. You know, I mean, he wasn't, he met everything head on, but after that experience, it kind of changed him, at least for a good little while, is that, like, I don't want to be here. Well, we're approaching our time here. Y'all got any of the final comments y'all want to say, or do, or talk about? We got 4 minutes left here, so.
Yeah, we're not going to see Barry disappear into the darkness. I guess we're. I look
Like I said,
forward to that.
I had to get up and come in. Bugs were eating me alive. If I'd have sat there long enough, I might have disappeared slowly, a bite at a time.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that gal. She was supposed to come on here, and I guess she got tied up doing something. So
never know. Neil, I like his comment there. I have to agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then
Well, not just this group. If you're normal, you wouldn't be in this subject.
Yep, that's true. And then about the infrasound, it makes you stop and think. And he's talking about Marcus here in the next comment. That man would go into any cave. Yeah, he would. That's what I said. He was gung ho, do anything. He'd fight it or take it on or whatever, but not after that night, especially not around Area 2. And just by his actions there, Neil comments here, it makes you stop and think.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, stuff like that happening, it's another factor that points to something's going on, something's real.
Mm-hmm. Well, I still go out, but I tell you what, I don't do many tree knocks or whoops or yells anymore. Because as somebody pointed out, for all you know, you're ringing the dinner bell when you do that.
Yep.
Or it could be a mating call. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Well, maybe we'll at some of these conference here, we'll run into some people and learn some new information. And I know Randy Savine, that was at one of these Bigfoot conferences, taught me a lot about the tree knot subject and everything. So and he may be down there. He's friends with Robert, so maybe he'll be there, and I can ask him some more questions. And stuff. He's got actual audio on Facebook and everything, where he gets them to reply real good and steadily and different stuff for hours. We've had a few encounters where we've knocked like that and they've come up close, but as soon as they get within 150, 200 yards, I don't know if they smell us or what, but they just stop. So
yeah,
you never know.
I had that happen one time when it was like they was responding. That kind of creeped me out too, because I'd knock once, they'd knock once. I'd knock twice, they'd knock twice. I'd knock three times. At first, I thought I was hearing an echo, but it was taking too long.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had that when I was
roofing.
Yeah, I had that when I was roofing my shop. I started making bump, bump, a bump, bump, stuff like that, and then I'd wait a while, and then it was repeated up on the mountain. I'm like, boy, that ain't an echo. It is crazy, craziest thing. I did that all afternoon. I guess something was just having fun with me. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the only time I've ever heard them like coming in and replying was that night up there when we was down there in the dark with that young couple was with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was coming right off the mountain at us. Man.
Yeah, Adam and Don.
Yeah, Adam and Don. Yeah,
they come around. I had that time, and then once up at Marcus's. We had 3 of them come in there at Marcus's farm, the far side of it, and this was like 2016. We really didn't even know what we was doing, and we got all of a sudden at 3 different corners, eye shined opened up. And after that, been knocking, and it's about 2.5 to 3 foot over his 4-foot fence. And it's all the way across the field there, and the eyes were big enough that they could open up and you see them across the field in 3 different spots where the knocking had just come from. And it's like, we're out of here. So that was a crazy night. But you never know what you run into, and you just got to be prepared. All right, we made our hour mark here, guys. I'll just tell everybody, I hope to see y'all next month, and keep you informed on the conferences that's going on and around, and things, activities we got going on. I'm hoping my schedule slows down to where I can get do one night back over at Ball Knob. I wanted to all this month, but this month's done gone. So maybe I can in August. I'll get with BC and Dale, and we'll just show up maybe. Barry, we'll go around the circle here and have our closing comments. Go ahead, Barry.
Just God bless everybody. Thank you for having me. Thank everybody that listens and watches. Keep praying for Mom and help us get through this. We'll pray for you all with everything you're going through and dealing with, Barry Webster and everybody else. God bless y'all.
Amen. All right, Dale.
Well, we'll keep saying prayers for you, Barry, and hope everything straightens out for you here real quick. We need to get up to Cadron. I'm ready, Wendell.
All right.
Y'all, thank everybody for that watched tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed it. You'll have a good night.
Yep. All right, BC.
Well, as usual, I'll keep y'all informed if anything goes on around here and I hear about it. And God bless you all, and look forward to seeing y'all next time.
Amen. I'm praying for everybody, and everybody have a good month, and we'll see you back here around the 23rd of August, maybe a little later, a little bit before, but always around that time. Neil's got a comment here. He's praying for everybody, and amen. And y'all have a good night, and see y'all later. Thanks for watching.
All right, later, y'all.